Neverland, take 4. You wouldn't know, but I know. Take 4. Using language. I'm not using language in this one. Oops. Pinky's up. Pinky's up. There we go. Wait, nope. The angles, man. I'm telling you, not the angles, but the reverse camera. You get it. Sunlight, where the heck are you going? Come on, man. Everybody's favorite good guy, Ty. Superman. Yep, a little bit of that too, for sure. Hope you're all well out there. It's been a couple of days. The lighting, man. Okay, come on there, clouds and sun. Work with me here. Cheers. Got some coffee on the go, fresh cup of shut the up. Not using language in this one. This one's going to the Facebook wall. So I can tell everybody at the same time. Lisa had pointed out a couple of days ago, or was it yesterday? Either way, that it's been a few days since I've done anything since the last live show where everybody left me. No, that's alright. You guys all have stuff going on. There's bonfires. People are getting, too libated. Libated? That works. That was really weird though, people. Y'all want me to do it, and then you just take off. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just end it right here. No, it's alright. I'm just razzing you. So it's fine. Life happens. I've already been on for an hour and a half at that point, so that's too much of me. So, and so is this. Just wanted to share with you, because I think it's important these days, especially while we're going through this, and to really just, share information and this and that. But this isn't going to be an information sort of vlog. This is just literally me giving you an update on what's going on. The other day, 2 days ago, I'm assuming, because all our days are smashed together, and I feel the same way you all do. So it's frustrating. It's hard on the head. It's hard for your internal clock too, especially when sleep's all messed up and upside down. Mine has been. Although I hope you guys have been really enjoying the anti-selfies I take every day. It's only because, and I'll explain that. It's because when you go to your home link on your Facebook, all you see are selfies, right? I have never unfollowed so many people, when it comes down to, and I'm talking about negativity, like, just negative stuff. And all you see are selfies, I'm walking in the park, click, or, you get the idea. So, I'm sure some of you feel the same way, so I always try to stay relative. Where the heck is the light going? Okay, you know what? I'm right in the middle. I'm a one-take wonder. You're absolutely right. There we go. All right, we have light. What's it like outside right now, dear? Is it overcast?
It's sunny.
Is it overcast, though, or is there a whole bunch of clouds in there?
No, it's clear, beautiful, and
The sun keeps phasing out.
it's after supper. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
You're explaining to me that the sun keeps phasing out because it's after supper?
No.
Anyway. So, I don't know where to start. We're all, trapped in a cage. We're all living at home. We're staying at home. If we're smart, we're actually listening to the government. That's a different vlog for another time. Trying to stay safe, and it's that comes with the whole plethora of emotions. Especially when our poor significant others are stuck here with us. Well, and during this whole thing, while we're sitting here licking the same spot in the wall over and over. Well, I'm wiping the same spot on the counter over and over. I'm looking at the floors right now saying, yep, I got to mop you. So that's what I'm going to do. Lisa's going to turn me upside down and use this. You get the idea. Anyway, the main... I don't know how I say this, man. The main emotion that I feel, or that I have felt since we've been off, since St. Patrick's Day, officially, Lisa just before that, is fear. Scared of the unknown, scared of everything flooding in, scared of all this information we've been reading, and not everything you read on the internet is true, I get that. flattening the curve, and all the other cliche BS terms that you can. I'm trying to watch my language. That's not easy, by the way, when it comes down to this stuff. I'll just try to tell a long story short. It's fear. It's, for me, I'm just speaking for myself. Hopefully you can relate. Fear of getting back out there. I've said this before. I can't iterate that enough, I guess. It's just fear, You would be lying to yourself. I don't care how tough of an individual you are on the outside or inside or both, if you didn't recognize the fact that you have that fear. Because it's the unknown. We can't control it. And that's just fine by me because I don't try to control a whole lot. I let that go. I got a message from my boss a couple of days ago, who's also a buddy of mine, but my boss first when it comes down to business, saying, better dust off your uniform. Your time's coming. Shout out to Pead, by the way. Miss you, buddy. My immediate reaction was, I'm more than ready and willing to go back to work. Because for obvious reasons, because it helps you be more productive. And I'm telling you all this, hopefully you can relate to the same story, because, where we live, we're very lucky and blessed to not have any numbers, climb up in the last, how long? 8 days?
I think it's like
13?
I think it's close to 13 days. We're
13
down
days.
to 2 active cases. That's it.
2 active cases. That's incredible. And I'm not saying that to gloat if there's still high numbers going on and there's still the infection numbers keep rolling up. I feel for you. I'm not saying that to gloat. I'm not saying that to throw it in people's faces. This is a scary thing, I have my own opinions on how it started and how it continues. But anyway, getting back to the point, fear. I have a lot of fear. And I would be ashamed of myself if I didn't recognize that and bring that to the forefront and especially say it out loud, because I feel saying that out loud to yourself, saying that to somebody else you care about, it's a moral thing for me. It's not necessarily a comfort thing. I'm not going for comfort there. Obviously, it's still fear. It's something that we've dealt with every day since this whole thing started. Ready and willing to go back to work for sure, to be more productive, to feel like I can help, because I've always felt for myself, speaking just for myself, that's what this is all about, I guess, and I don't do it very well, exercising humility and, temperance at the same time. It's not, I don't know how to describe this. I'm scared for my health, obviously. I'm scared for other people's health, especially when we're going back out in the mix of things. Let's just hope that this flat period of time, that the 0 case, time period doesn't spike back up again, because we're slowly getting back out there. We're slowly being around more people. Social distancing is becoming less and less. I don't know, man. I've always felt weird since this whole thing started anyway, because it's very confusing, obviously. But I am excited to go back to work. It's just a matter of how I feel on the inside. I know I sound like a Fred Rogers special and I don't really give a damn. You have to be aware of your feelings, how you feel, and semi-emotionally stable in order to be productive. So, I don't know, you want to share your 2 cents on that, Lise?
I'm worried now, but not as worried as I am of a second wave of this coming, when we're all back at work and we've already had our experience with staying home, and it may or may not be a reality again for us at that point.
Right.
And I don't like this feeling that comes associated with of being fearful of living your life because of something that happened, because obviously we never had any control over it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And particularly now, I'm not saying that us stopping work was a negative case scenario, but it did have an impact in the sense of us getting back out there.
Oh, everything, yeah.
And it creates a metaphorical, like, cage, so to speak, that
The metaphorical cage, I like that.
that you're scared to step out of
Yep.
now, and that invites all sorts of other things, and
Yeah.
all those other things basically it cripples an already crippled sense of freedom even more.
I like how you said that.
The fact that we're dependent on all of these resources, and that, you know, other resources are being depleted without just cause,
Without just cause, yeah.
it's very scary that we're living our life already out of convenience, in a sense that we're no longer responsible for
Absolutely.
our own housing, our own food. We're just catering to somebody else to do it for us, and now.
And it's easy to get used to that, I would imagine, you know, because it's the easy way. Easy. Anyway.
Well, I mean, it's convenient. You skip out on a lot of long hours, but you realize
Being productive, yeah.
Well, not just being productive. Like, I mean, if you were farming or doing anything like that, like, you would be working from sunrise to sundown, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to depend on anybody for the things that you do need.
Yep. It's true. She's right.
You know, even going back to time where we used to build our own shelter, and some people still do, but I'm saying, like, it's scary.
Yeah.
It's
the fear. Yeah. That's a good point. Lisa, ladies and gentlemen. You can't see her, but she's there. Yeah. If I had $1 million for every time I thought about that same thing you just said, you know, might as well win the lottery at this point. I mean, what's the fucking point of that? I'm gonna use language. I don't give a damn. You know, it's fear. That's the only F-bomb I'll drop, by the way. So, in the midst of all this, you got to find your own mortality, your own morality while you're finding mortality. I kind of like that. I just figured I'd share how I feel, because again, maybe you guys can relate to all that, and thank you, Lise, for providing the opinion. That's dead on. Basically, how we've been looking at it and experiencing it. Lisa, you got anything else you want to add to that?
I don't think I could find the words to express it right, even if I wanted to.
See, that's it, because how do you explain that? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's within human nature to... No, you know what, I take that back. It's thirst for human knowledge. It's the thirst for knowledge. It's the curiosity part of it.
It's just to be able to trust is a beautiful thing, but to be put in a position to be forced to trust people that have proven that you can't. And of course that ties into the whole freedom thing. But
Freedom, that's a funny word, isn't it? Ain't it?
Definite loss of control for sure.
Yeah, and see, and like I've
Not
always...
that we ever really had it, but it just...
Right. You know, you take away that false sense of control, you know, and then watch people squirm. That's basically what this is. when I was younger, jeez, here we go. Yeah, when I was younger, sorry, I don't want to bore you. A long, long time ago, many moons ago, when I was a wee lad. Yeah, what are you laughing at? When dinosaurs roamed the earth, and fossil fuel.
Well, they founded Tyler.
And then, I'm sure there's more interesting things to find. Give a dog a bone. Long time ago when I was younger, I can't really pinpoint the age, but I remember, especially when you're going through, speaking of knowledge and trying to come into your own and figuring out basically who you are, where you come from, while you're living in this world, for lack of a better term, society, which is not my favorite term to use. You seem to think that you're invincible, you're untouchable. It's that false sense of security, because I don't care who says it or what you say or how you relate to it. That's what it was. Because you're still, developing and coming up into yourself and trying to figure yourself out, which is just its own jigsaw puzzle that you're trying to smack in with a hammer, because the pieces don't fit. And while you're full of your own, what, you have to realize that you really, as a human being, come down to terms with relying on somebody else at that point. So that's the whole trust thing. You're trusting in other people to help you out. Well, if you're put in a position, a very rare one, let's not deny that, of this pandemic, and you're put in this rare position where, hey, look, the phone's ringing. Somebody must know I'm on camera. I don't even care. Let's keep this rolling. Oh, it's Rye. That's for you, dear.
No, it's not.
I can't answer it right now. They'll just have to put up with it. Love you, Big Man.
Just answer it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put you on speaker. That's the first. Hey, Rye, you're on camera. What's up, Big Man?
I'm on camera. I'm about to send you a picture.
About to send me a picture? Say hi to the people. I'm vlogging.
Oh, hi, people. You're gonna laugh your fucking ass off at this, man.
Oh, boy. I'm kind of scared at the same time. I don't know really what to, especially with the GTA. Right?
I'm sending it right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's fucking good.
Oh, no.
Hi,
Hi.
This is Big Man, Blind Chronicles on YouTube. A little quick plug there for you. He's actually doing some pretty good work. I'm actually proud of this guy. Of course, I never tell him. I just hold him in my hand while he's on the screen. But,
You gotta go check that picture out.
apparently I'm going to go check a picture out. I'm really scared. Maybe I'll make that the thumbnail of this video. What do you think?
Oh, it's fucking shit, dude. It's awesome.
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. You know what I mean? You're sitting there, you got your buddies, you got your friends, you got your quote-unquote family, and, while you're vlogging, one just happens to chime in. I love that. That's great. You're finally on camera. Well, social distancing, of course, but, if you're on the couch, I think it'd be a little bit better, but hey, whatever. I'll take it.
Did it load yet?
I'm still vlogging on camera, man. I haven't had the chance to take a look at the
You
screen.
gotta go look at it.
You want to go take a look at it?
You gotta go look at it right now. That's why I called you.
I'm going to do this on camera because it's fucking fun, first of all. Second of all, I got the Rye on the phone. The Rye. I like that. The Rye.
Alright.
The Rye guy.
You're gonna fucking laugh, man. Holy shit.
I'm scared. I'm a little scared. I'm signing in, sorry. So yeah, go check out his channel, by the way, people. I was going to go live, but I figured, you know what? Let's just do this because it's fun. And why not? Right?
Exactly.
Okay, signed in, going into messages and Crackbook. Oh God, I'm scared. I am scared. Come on, load in, man. Facebook's taking a while lately. You notice that?
Yeah. I got a lot of programs running on mine, though.
Ah, that makes sense. Oh my God,
Isn't that fucking dope?
that is awesome, dude.
So I took the background image from some bar, strip club.
Right,
I added the girl to the picture,
right.
and you obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I put a glow around it, did some effects to it, added the Grand Theft Auto logo.
That's awesome. I think I know her, man.
I want to know her.
Oh. Oh, hi, honey. Yeah, Lisa's right here behind me.
That's fucking so awesome.
That's pretty sweet, man. You even added the little bar in the background. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where did you find the stock footage for the bar?
Oh, it's just online. Some random picture.
No way. It kind of looks like the old school Nicky Z's downtown, man.
Oh, that's cool.
Even the Friends Cup's jumping out. That's hilarious. That's wicked. You see
Yeah,
that?
isn't that
I
cool?
love it.
It's the technique I learned today.
That's neat. What's the filter called? What's the name of it?
It's Photoshop.
Oh, it's just Photoshop.
Yeah, it's Photoshop with a whole bunch of different effects and filters and cleaning it up. And then you can paint on it.
No way.
Like, yeah, they can make your character look like Kane the Undertaker or like that guy. It's crazy.
My Undertaker.
This guy on YouTube, he does tutorials on Photoshop. They're like 8-9 minutes long or whatever.
Right.
Quick ones. This one I did. I had 2 pictures in one.
Mm-hmm.
Girl I had to do separate from you, and so it was cool.
That's right on, man.
Yeah.
I was expecting something a lot less than that, man, because that's wicked. I'm gonna totally save that. Totally
The
save it.
picture would have been a lot better if it was a higher quality picture, but
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's my camera, right? I mean, I get a lot of guff for it all the time. It's like, you need better equipment or whatever. It's like, well, I'm working on it.
I kind of like how it's kind of pixelated because it's supposed to be a video game anyway.
Yeah, kind of gives that vintage sort of look to it.
Yep.
That's sweet.
It kind
Yeah.
of makes me feel like you have to start taping gaming sessions now.
Taping gaming sessions now? Oh, man. Oh, that's
Well,
one thing I
that-
didn't want to get into, because that's just more editing, right? I'm just, God.
No, not really. If you're talking about streaming.
Well, streaming's one thing. You know, but if I was going to, like, vlog or, like, stream into a vlog, I'd have to cut it out, edit it, and, oh, God. It's just, see, now the gateway's open. See, the only thing is, like I've been trying to promise everybody, I'm going to be upgrading some of my equipment. You know, make your own joke there, I suppose. But I don't know what I'm going to be going for necessarily, but there's a buddy of mine who I can't name right now because he's supposed to come on a live vlog, or not vlog, but a live show with me. I'm going to try to get him in there because I'm just starting to stream now, and it's a pain in the ass, man.
I did another picture last night. I'll send you.
Sweet.
So this guy, I don't know if I told you, but somebody in New Mexico wanted me to do Billy the Kid.
Okay.
Did I mention that to you yet?
Yeah, I think you showed me what you had there beforehand.
Yeah, so anyway, they couldn't follow through because of COVID and all that shit, but he said one of their wealthier contacts would be interested, so I did this one last night.
Well,
I'm sending to your face crack right now.
my face crack. Oh, nothing like the crack in my face, huh?
So I did that one that I just sent you.
Oh, look at that. Look, wow. Dude. Seriously, you got chops, man.
The little boy is Emmett,
Oh, no way. Oh, look at that.
and the horses in the field and the dog were what my aunt used to have.
Oh, no way.
That used to be her horses. The saloon picture I took from stock site online, some free shit.
Sweet.
And the hills and the trees in the background, that was it's in the cemetery in Sussex.
Okay. So you just took actual photos and just kind of blended them in.
Yeah, and then I did another one this morning. I'll send you, kind of going along the theme with Billy the Kid,
No way.
just in case this guy wants to, you know, send some money my way.
A little bit of ching ching, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty dope. I did this one, and this. They wanted a facial of facial of Billy the Kid from ages 5 to 15. So I did this one, but I used Ben's face
Oh, okay.
for the little boy that I just sent you right now.
Right on. That's really cool. You can get to use your own kids and stuff in photos like that. I even noticed that was Emmett. I was like, what?
Yeah, so I did that one too.
Oh, wow. I love that one.
That's pretty cool.
That is neat.
Whatever.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna wipe your bum.
Yeah, the
Oh, I
things.
don't have to. Okay.
The-
You said I'm on live right now.
Oh yeah. Well, you're not live, but you know you're on.
They can't hear me talk. Okay.
Oh yeah, they can.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I got you on speaker. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Adds to everything.
It sure does add to everything, you know. Actually, that's really good timing that you called because I was right in the middle of like this deep convo about fear and how you're feeling when you're going through this pandemic and shit like that. And I was going to try to watch my language, but screw it, And no, I'm glad you did call. That's really cool. It's almost like
It's like I know.
It's like you know.
Oh man, so awesome.
No, that's great, man. You're taking really good shots.
Oh, Abby, you are rank. Oh.
Yep, the life of a daddy, a big daddy.
Smells like shit.
Oh boy. Now get out the baby wipes. Some for yourself and one for him, I guess.
This other video is going to do tonight. This guy does a tutorial of how to take someone's face, or body, or face, whatever, person, and you can turn them into an apparition. So I'm going to take one of my abandoned house pictures that I took.
Ooh, that's interesting.
One, and I'm going to put an apparition in the window.
No way.
Yeah.
Like a ghosty sort of image?
Oh, like really fucking scare the shit right out of people.
All right. Yeah.
Shit
Paranormal.
like how to make your face turn into a zombie, how to turn into like a skeleton.
Hey, there's Tiff. Hi, Tiff. You're on camera.
Tyler, you're on camera.
Hey, I'm vlogging here.
He's vlogging. Oh. I did a Grand Theft Auto image with Tyler and a stripper.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell from behind. I mean, I let my hair down, so I guess you guys let to figure it out for yourself.
Got nothing better to do.
Yeah, well, no. See, and that's the point, right? During this whole pandemic, we're trying to figure out the difference between us and strippers.
Yeah.
It's good to hear your voice, though, man.
Oh yeah. I had to do a call for you to hear your reaction.
Hell yeah. It's always the same reaction every time, man. Like everything you're sending me, and I'm just going, "Whoa, this is fucking
A
cool."
lot of people are saying that. They're like, it's cool to see how my art's changing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right, because it's kind of like, morphing.
It's like taking pictures, and now it's like taking pictures in Photoshop and
Yep.
editing. And yeah,
It's got to be a headache, though. I mean, that can't be easy. Like, I'm just getting into it now, and I'm going, oh, God, why?
the worst part is when you're stoned and you're like, I don't remember what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose. Where did I leave off? I have to. What was I doing? Then you obviously start with a different picture, and you're going, that's not what I was doing. But let's just keep going with this one. We'll go back to that when I remember. Yeah.
Hey, I took my camera upstairs last night while Dylan was playing his game.
Oh yeah.
I just want to screenshot him and use my camera.
Okay.
I took a picture of him with his car,
Right.
Rocket League, getting the ball, soccer ball, or whatever. And I found a tutorial online that you can do like a 3D pop out.
Really?
So it looks like the car and the ball will be coming out through this window.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that one for him. Tag his like gamer name and his esports team he's on, and
Sweet. I'd love to see that.
yeah, one of my project ideas that I want to do.
That's craziness.
I don't know.
Oh, right on. Well, thanks for the fucking images, man. That's neat.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So, I was just talking about my boss gave me a message there the other day. Basically, my time's almost up. I have to go back to work soon. Any word from anybody from your work that we can't mention?
I mean, Tiffany and Dylan and Josh and all them are at work.
Yeah, I saw Tiff the other day. I was walking by and, with my mask on and, waved hello.
I probably won't go back for a bit. The
Yeah.
restaurant actually opens up.
Yeah, that's true. It's just been takeout and delivery.
It's not worth it right now.
No.
If I'm only working 4 to 5 hours a day,
Yeah.
I'm losing money.
See, yeah, we were just talking about that too, me and Lisa in the background there. Yeah, it's kind of, it's weird. I mean, because my work, that should also not be mentioned, they've been doing the same thing the whole way through, just takeout delivery. And I don't really know a whole lot of information on like how they've worked or what hours they've worked or who's working or whatever, but hopefully everything.
We only work 4 to 5 hours a shift.
Something like that, yeah. So it'd be like, what, 3 or 4 to, 10 or something like
Maybe
that?
once you reach that point where it's, they start opening restaurants up more, then maybe it'll be a little bit different, but
Yeah. It's just a matter of time, I guess, before that happens. I don't know.
we're on day are we on now?
Saturday, yeah, exactly. I brought that up too, because all the days are smashed together.
No new cases.
Nope.
Not like my dad said, how many tests are they doing?
See, that's it, right? You really don't know who's got it, who doesn't.
this.
Well, that just wiped out.
Oops.
We got a bike for his birthday.
Oh, nice.
He rides the bike with his training wheels. He's got his little PJ Masks helmet on.
He's such a cutie, man.
He got some Trackmaster trains, and he got Mario Maker for the Switch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, move over, Dashy, you know. Move over, Dashy Games. You ever watch Dashy on YouTube?
No.
Oh my God, man, he's a hoot. I mean, he's both like, you know, he can be overbearing, but, you know, at least it's entertaining.
Well, that's good.
He does a lot of Mario Maker videos, and he's pretty much famous for that, but anyways.
Yeah, people make Mario Maker videos for
Somebody's
him.
like, "Tim, do a game for me, make a level for me." I'm like, no, I'm doing art. What do?
Let me do art.
Fuck.
Leave me alone, Daddy.
Driving me nuts.
Yeah, no
My
doubt.
coworkers was like, "I miss you guys," and I'm like, "Yeah, I miss you guys too."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, the beard's back." And she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah."
The magical beard.
She's like, "Holy shit, I grew back quick." It's like been almost what, 2 months now?
Yeah, pretty close. 6 weeks or something like that.
It's crazy.
It's nuts, you know.
I haven't even been to the grocery store yet.
Oh, really?
I refuse to go into the stores.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, and that's your prerogative. I agree with that.
Point is like, I'm still fucking sick. Like,
Yep.
I'm still snotting and coughing, and smoking doesn't help, but
Nope, it does not.
I don't want to go out there.
Well, me and Lisa have been going at least once a week, you know, and it's been hell, but we get it done somehow.
Did they fuck up on your EI and shit?
No, actually, surprisingly, at first it was pandemonium because you had to wait, obviously, 2 hours on hold per phone call.
Which
You know, I
was
mean, I did
not.
not even pick up the phone once,
Ugh.
and it worked out.
That's lucky, man. I mean, you're really lucky that way. But I mean, after that whole phone call fiasco, everything worked out for
I got
me.
the CERB and my EI,
At the same time?
pretty much. One day I got that $900 emergency thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got the CERB, which was $2,000, and then I got my EI payment, which was like 8 something.
Yeah, we pretty much had the same.
No EI. They switched
EI.
it so that if you receive both, I think that, I don't know if it's because they installed the CERB or whatever, or if they switch it off, but they're saying like the CERB is taxable, and
Yeah,
either
yeah,
if you're
it's
offered to go.
taxable, but I'm like, we pay enough to the fucking government now, why not just enjoy the ride?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I said to my dad, he's like, well, you're right,
Yeah.
pay enough in fucking taxes.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
when this is all over, you know, everything's gonna go up again, gas, and
yep, right back to where it started, if not probably worse, I'm assuming.
Well, you can see it.
I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying the fucking time off.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to take a rest, for sure.
Go shop, and just kind of being home with the kids, and even though they're driving me knocking fucks.
Yep. I have no doubt that they would be. It's a lot of mouths to feed, and if they're all around you at the same time, it's like, what am I gonna do? Yep, for sure.
And Emmett's got so much train tracks, he could probably wrap it around this house 2 times.
Oh my God, he's got a lot of train stuff, man.
Can you know the track?
Hey, Thomas.
I don't want to know the fucking track anymore.
I love those videos too, man.
Thomas.
Yep, I love those videos. They're wicked, man. Like, he's got a whole bunch of stuff in that room. I don't even know how you move around.
Yeah.
For those of you that haven't seen it, by the way, go check out Blind Chronicles channel on YouTube and go check out the
Hi, buddy.
the videos that we're talking about. It's cute. It warms the heart. I loved it. You know, I still do.
We'll find some Band-Aids after and put it on. Right now, just go ride your bike.
Ride your bike. 5 years old, man. That's incredible.
I know. He's, well, I said something earlier. I said bastard or something in the kitchen. All I could hear from the living room was bastard, bastard.
Oh.
Oh, man, Jesus, they're going to have a handful when he starts school this fall.
Oh boy, have to fight the ladies off with a stick.
You don't want to go where? You don't want to go to school. Ooh, junior high school for Bella.
Oh my. Speaking of beating things off with a stick.
Yeah, I know. She's like getting taller. She's almost as tall as Tiffany now.
Jeez, well, if you need backup or anything, Uncle Ty's on the bat phone. I'm right here.
Emmett wants to go inside. He fell off his bike.
No.
Alright, well, I'm still standing around in my fucking pajamas like a lazy bum.
So am I.
Right now, you know, like the dude. Big beard on.
Oh yeah. Living in pajama pants.
The dude. Alright.
The dude.
So I'm gonna go. It's been a slice.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, always
More
call,
cool
man.
photos, I will send them your way.
Absolutely. Always give us a call, too. Don't feel like you can't, because call me anytime.
It's good to hear your voice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good to hear your guys' voice too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, no, listen, I love you, man, and you take it easy.
I love you guys too.
And if you can't take it easy, do it 3 times on a Sunday, whatever day that's going to come up to be.
Mother.
Oh, your mama.
Alright guys, have a good one.
You too, Rye.
Have a good stream, good live stream.
Yeehaw.
Alright, I'll check it out later.
Damn right.
Alright.
All right.
Alright.
Later, buddy.
Alright.
Yeah.
Also,
What?
if you're working too hard, you're doing it wrong.
Hey, there's the man. Somebody's listening.
I was, actually another thing I just thought of, a friend of mine, he lives in California, lives in Los Angeles,
Right.
LA, City of Dreams, or Angels, or whatever the fuck it is. And I said to him, like, your job was clothing, wasn't it? You just like a men's clothing store. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you know what we should do? We should join forces.
Ooh.
I'll do the designing and you do the marketing and sell it. I'll take the cut, you take the rest.
Hey,
So that might be in the works.
that could be something.
I'm doing it myself, but
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. I mean, because that's...
I haven't contacted back in a while. So
How long has it been?
we got some Thomas Band-Aids right here. Well, it looks like I gotta go doctor up some hands, so,
I hope he's okay.
oh, he's fine. He's always tough.
Scrapey.
Alright, see you kids.
All right, bud.
Peace out.
Peace out, homie.
Bye.
Bye. How cool is that? How cool is that? Well, can't put that on Facebook now. I guess I'll just keep it on my YouTube channel. That's okay. That's all right. You know, randomness happens, and I like to share randomness. So, since I'm a one-take wonder, you know, since that's what they call me, I guess. You know, how cool was that?
That was really cool. It was nice to hear from them.
Yeah, it really was. Shout out to Big Mang, Blind Chronicles on YouTube. Go watch them. Subscribe too, by the way. You know, it doesn't really matter on my channel if you can subscribe or not, because I don't really do that. But for his content, it's great. He hasn't been making videos a lot, but I mean, the last few have been killer. You know, those pictures that he just shared with me, that's really cool. Right? I really like your work. That's, you know. So there, you got the live reaction right there, because, well, you just went live, my friend. There you go, my brother. Used to work with the guy. I miss working with the guy. I miss seeing him, for God's sakes, you know. Always considered him family, you know, because he is. And, you know, love him to death. So that was really cool. That was a nice surprise. I like surprises, man. You know, I don't like surprises, but that was a good one. As long as it's positive, right? Busy daddy. He's a busy daddy. But, yeah, so getting back to what I was saying, I guess, you know, it's, and that's all relative too, because, you know, he shares the same opinion. It's going to be rough getting back out there, trying to, you know, get back in the mix and make sure that you're health conscientious. You know, I don't know if I can spell that word right now because there's not enough coffee in the cup. You know what I'm saying? How do I feel about that? One day at a time. I mean, just keep doing the same thing we've been doing, really. You know, it's the fear. It's just, if fear is a good motivator, this would be a good time to be motivated. It's not only me I'm concerned about, it's the people that I'm close to that I work with, and there's people that are out there, you know, practicing social distancing. But if the window closes and we have to come back closer together, we better do it safely, because no matter what's going on pandemic-wise, you know, it's still going to happen. We're all going to be back together in groups before you know it, in the couple weeks to come up, I'm sure. I pray for safety. I really do. Because I know for a fact, and I will say it, if I get this thing, it's not going to be a good thing. So, just, you know, and that's what makes me worried. But putting the intangible aside, you know, hopefully everything's going well for all of you guys out there and dolls, and your kids, you know, your family, your folks, your parents, the elderly. Hopefully everybody's safe. The nurses, the doctors, the EMTs, first responders, etc., etc. Mad love, mad respect to them. They've really held this together, during all this, especially I'm just talking about this part of the world, because obviously it's worked, it's turned out for the better. I can't say how thankful enough that I am for them. They're the real heroes in all this. They're on the front lines. They're really taking care of us. They're selfless. They put themselves aside and they go to the front lines of duty, and that's what they do. Heroes. That takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of fucking courage. It's a tough thing. I can't even wrap my head around that. Would I do the same thing? Yes, because I love to help people. Putting myself to the side, which is always a good thing. And like I was saying before, when I was younger and stuff, I wouldn't have put myself first. I would have put myself first rather before I would have put myself before others for help, for them. It's amazing, sitting back and hopefully we don't forget what we've learned while we've been off and been privileged enough to be in the comfort of our own homes, taking care of ourselves and each other. Let's hope we don't forget the laurels and morals of that, because we're about to go snap right back into reality. And not that this isn't real, it's just that it's been rare and it's been suppressed. So once we get back out there, let's not forget what just happened. I just thought I'd share some heavy thoughts on that. It's really super cool that Big Mang called during the middle of this one. That's necessary. He always makes me feel better. Hopefully likewise. I can't speak for him, but we're we're pretty close and pretty dear friends. And it's funny that he called, because it makes me think about other people automatically, just like that I used to work with and be really close to, and I hope they're all well too. And I don't wish any harm on anybody, man. That's not what this is all about. So to stay on a positive note, I think it's important to share how you feel, and that's what inspired me to do this one today, which is super cool that he called, because he's one of the people that make me feel better, and and getting through life, and good for a chuckle, and we share a lot of deep moments with ourselves together, over a pitcher of beer, some nights. And that's what it's all about. It's about having close friends who I consider family, to get ourselves through this, and to lean on each other's backs, and just to be there, for each other. That's the MO. That's the whole thing of this channel right here. This is the thing I really wanted to bring forward, and that's really cool. It's actually really funny that he called. I'm glad he did, Big Man. I really, because he'll watch this back, obviously. My love to your family too. Excuse me, Lise. Our love to your family. It was good to hear Tiffany in the background. The mama, and the kids too. I hope you guys are all doing really well. You all mean something to me. So I don't think that gets said enough, and I'm the cheesy cheese ball that'll say that, but hey, I'm proud of it, because it's how I really feel. So yeah, love you guys, man. Thanks, Rye. That actually helped. That made my day a little bit better. But yeah, so fingers crossed. Hopefully, when I get back out there into the workforce and get back to my job, which I'm very thankful to have a job to get back to. People obviously care about me enough. Shout out to them, by the way, to keep me around. To have me back. So it's a privilege. I hope I don't fuck anything up. It's a tough job. It's a lot of details. I have to retrain myself when I go back, and it's not the first time, because when I broke the ankle last year, I felt like the same way. So it has that same feel to it. It's really messed up. It's almost like you have to, get back into it, retrain yourself, and get back to that point where you felt sort of comfortable. Because honestly, I don't feel comfortable doing that job, but that's a good thing, because it's challenging. It keeps me going. It gives me a purpose, as I go along. It's mind blowing. It boggles my mind. It's amazing what you take for granted. And I'll end it with this. It's amazing what you take for granted. And even those that, like myself, who try to be selfless, you know, you really start to think about the things that you do take for granted for yourself, and you really try to find, you know, you try to feel everything out, and you're trying to find what the baseline of yourself is. I guess that's the best way to describe it. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough thing. As long as we don't take advantage of any situation, I think we'll be okay. You know, I have trust issues when it comes down to society as a whole, but you know, I think that that's healthy, and I think that that's normal. You know, speaking of the whole human control factor I was talking about earlier, we were talking about earlier. Sorry, Goose. Anything you want to add before I close this thing out? You good? She's shaking her head no. But yeah, that you know, just let things sink in, I guess, you know, is the best way I could describe it. It's a real tough thing. So that being said, I figured I'd share that with you today, and it's super cool that, you know, Rye piped in there. That's great. I really appreciated that. Thanks, Big Man. And call me anytime. Call me anytime. You know, call us. You know, we love to hear from you. Same goes to some of you out there that I know watch these and I know personally. Give me a call. You have my number. And if you don't, message me on the face crack, and we'll pass it along. So, yeah, all the best. Fingers crossed coming up in the next few weeks. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully your transition back into, if you're off work, you know, if you're off work like we've been, hopefully your transition back into work is going to be, you know, solid, but at least it'll be semi-decent for you. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and say everything's going to be just peaches and cream, because it won't, because again, like I just said, you have to reintegrate yourself back into what you left behind, basically. There's no way, really, other way to say that. So shout out to Big Man, Blind Chronicles on YouTube. Another cheap plug for you. Go check him out. Love you, man. Super cool. Shout out to a few others of you that watch. I'm very thankful. Thank you for watching and keeping up with me. I'm still waiting on some of your videos too, by the way. I won't get tired of saying that, and I won't stop saying that. But thanks for taking the ride. Thanks for taking the ride with us. You know, and hopefully I can keep these up while I go back into work, and I'll do my best. You know, one vlog every 2 days, or one live show every day or every 2 days. It's gonna be whittled down to like maybe one a week. So I just, you know, I'm preparing for what's happening. At least I'm trying to. So yep. You all have a great night, and thanks for tuning in. You know, I figured I'd share this with you. How cool is that? That's pretty nifty. Those photos, man, that's cool. I'm gonna put up the thumbnail on this one, what Rye did with the Grand Theft Auto. Anyway. I think it's amazing. I think he's got talent for sure. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sweep him off the floors. That's what I'm gonna do, and just go have a night. I don't know if I'll be going live later. I might. You know, you guys have been asking. And again, Lisa pointed out the fact that I haven't in a couple of nights, and it just kind of slipped by because, again, the days are smashed together. So stay tuned. Hit the notification bell, I guess, because everybody's been, well, I can't, you know, I've gotten messages and comments, you know, all around saying, I don't know when you're going to be going. Hit the bell. You guys know what to do. I don't have to say it. But thanks for the continued support, the love, the respect. I really appreciate it. And, you know, I support, love, and respect you back. So, before I close this out, though, there is one person I want to shout out. You know, Freddy's Road Warrior here on YouTube. He finally did a pinkies up selfie. I've been doing this, like I said before, these anti-selfies where, you know, I'm just being goofy. He finally did one. I'm like, hey, it's Kev. Yes, pinkies up. That's sweet, man. You know. All the other people that have been doing them, you know, posting them up, you got the right idea. Let's keep that going. I don't know I don't know when the days are going to stop when I do that, but yeah, it's just it's fun. So, too many hashtags. Way too many hashtags. Or is there such a thing? Yes, there is. Anyway, Rye said it, but before I say it, just like he said it, everybody's favorite good guy, Tai Tai. And Lisa. Hey.
Okay.
Hey. Superman. Oh, every time.
Sorry, I wasn't looking up. I didn't realize you were pointing at me.
See, it's okay. Yeah, it's really rude to point at people, especially when they're looking at you like they're going to bite your finger off. Out. Rye said it. I'll back it up. Damn right, because that's what we do. Love you, big man. This one's for you. Remember, if you're working too hard, you're doing it wrong. I'm out. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you to Rye, even though I don't think it was intended, but thank you. I really appreciate that, man. We got to do more videos like that, and I'm still working on, doing the streaming thing, so I'm going to have that very first unknown guest pop in on the screen with me. So I think I might have it down to a science, maybe. I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy in the world, but we'll see what we can do. So back to crack book for now, and y'all have a good night. All right, I love you guys very much. Big man, love you too, and your family. And shout out to Tiff, because I don't think I ever gave Tiff a shout out before. She deserves it. She's awesome. I'll check in, I don't know when, because again, the days are smashed together and I'm doing the best I can. So, there you go. I might go live tonight, here in a couple hours, I'm not sure yet. Usual time, if I do. I'll try to send, see, this is the difficult part, and I'm sorry, I'll say this and we'll get out of here. Going to Crackbook, and I have to copy and paste the link to let you guys all separately yet equally know that I'm live, so I'm going to keep that up, I'm going to try, but it's annoying. I'll do my best. So, there you go. I will see you guys on the flip side. See you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.